So first we will have a small revision. Human and colorful world in the beginning what we have studied. One small revision we are going to do and then we will start the second part. Are you all ready for it please? Shamila, good morning beta. Share the link as soon as possible beta. Okay. Good morning everyone. Let's start the class please. So last class we have discussed about I. In that I we have labeled it and tried to understand the different sections of I. Correct? What we have studied about? We have studied about sclerid. Correct? Is the sclerid term is there? There is no word sclerid. That is called as sclerotic. What it is called as sclerotic. Good morning. That is called as sclerotic. What word it is there? Sclerotic. Got it? So sclerotic is there. It is the outermost covering of the eye. That part we have done. After that cornea section we have just give your attendance as fast as possible. Yes. Now sclerotic part we have done. Then cornea section we have studied. In sclerotic part, what we it is the white portion of the human eye. Ashish, good morning. It is the white portion of the human eye. Give your name and give your attendance as fast as possible, please. Offline children, we are recording the statement. We are seeing the attendance. But online children, I need to know the names. Legal program student also. Now look here. So we have already studied about it consists of white of fibrous tissues. Got it? That part is called as sclerotic. Sclerotic after that cornea we have studied. It is also called as gateway or entrance to human eye. Ashwika, good morning, beta. Very effective. This children, Ashwika is superly, she is very attentive. Now look here. So cornea, window to the world is there, got it? And we have also learned that the light rays will be entering through cornea only. The light rays are entering through what? Cornea only. This part we have studied. And after that, we have studied about vitreous humor. Vitreous humor is a fluid. It is grey color and it is exactly jelly-like and it is dense and it is present in the posterior part of eye. Means after the eyeball, you will be seeing that. Sorry, after the lens only this vitreous humor is present. After the lens only vitreous humor is present. That's what we have already studied. It is partially helping in focusing the image clearly on the retina. It is partially helping in focusing the image clearly on retina. This part also we have studied. Good morning. Now we are going to study the next part, that is aqueous humor. Aqueous humor is present which portion? Anterior or posterior? Front part. Front part is anterior. Front part is considered as what? Anterior. Children, online children, I told I will ask questions and you people are going to answer the questions. Okay? Anterior or posterior? The correct answer was anterior. Okay? What is the function of aqueous humor? Anyone? Come on. I'm hiding the statements. What is the function of aqueous humor? Because very fast we are going to. Satya, good morning. What is the function of aqueous humor, children? Come on, go for it. What is the function of aqueous humor? Very good. It is cleaning the dust. It prevents the interior portion of the eye from collapsing due to change in atmospheric pressure. That was one of the things we have discussed already. Second part is wing of our eyes, tiny drop of aqueous humor is coming out and is moistening it. Understood not? Because our shutter need to be closed and open. Did you notice that when you are not sleeping properly, you will have definitely some irritation. Na? The times of proper sleep and content, that this last class we have discussed about it, everything. So just one time I'm just talking about all these things. Iris and pupil were there. Come on children, one small introduction about iris and pupil. Iris is what? Iris and pupil. Pupil is exactly that hole, correct? And iris is the shutter. Huh? Now, yes, the color of the human eye is because of iris or pupil. Who can say? Color diaphragm, absolutely correct. The color of human eye is because of what? Iris or pupil? Iris. See, inform Maha everybody, Irish. Absolutely correct, Ashwika. Inform Maha everybody in the online team. Good morning, Vishwa. I will check attendance of every single child. I'm telling you, this is not the way. Till now, I'm seeing some students, many students are absent. Definitely, I will not teach those children. I'm telling you. Next time, once the app is ready, our app is getting ready. Once the app is getting ready, means I'll not allow students to enter in that. You see first. Sleep is coming. Ranjit, good morning, Ranjit. Now look here. So the light entering the eye is erupted by the people. So we have learned in the previous. Tarun, good morning. So in between anyone's name I will take, you have to respond and say good morning to me, and you have to respond and answer my question. Okay. Now listen, Joshua. I am going to ask one question from you, and you answer my question. When the iris is contracting, in a dark room or in a bright room? Okay, one person has given dark room, one person has given bright room. Again, I'm asking the question, when the iris will contract? Everyone, when the iris will contract? Dark room or bright room? Okay, Jotham has light room. So all the group has exactly been converted into different sections. Some children are telling Arohi, good morning. Now listen, beta. Bright room. Many people are telling version, good morning, beta. Many people are telling bright room. Many people are telling dark room. But what is the correct answer, children? Come on. Correct answer. Ranjit is telling bright room. You people are telling. One person is telling. Two people are telling dark room. One people is telling bright room. What is the correct answer, children? Come on. The correct. Good morning, Sophie. Good morning, Divya. Bright room or dark room? The correct answer is bright. The correct answer is bright. So here you need to understand the light entering the eye is averted by the people. The people dilate or contract depending upon almost the light available. Its function is to control the amount of light entering. This is achieved by the muscle present in the diaphragm. When the muscles contract, they increase the size of the pupil, thus allowing more light to enter the eye and vice versa. Now, who and all have spoken about dark and bright? Last time I am reading this part. Now, look at those who have told bright and those who have told dark. Now, one time we are going to understand this, because always this problem is coming, always the children are having this problem. Please check your red button is on or not, because that time if I will ask question from you, you must be able. Anu is absent, most of the students have not shown up and shown their name. Now look here. The light entering the eye is erupted by pupil. Understood not? So how much amount of light will enter? It will be totally depending upon the size of the pupil. If pupil size is more, means more light can enter. If pupil size is less, means less light can enter. But pupil size is controlled by whom? Pupil size is controlled by Anu. Good morning. Pupil size is controlled by what, beta? Pupil size is controlled by iris, and that is the diaphragm, which is exactly having color, either black color, brown color, and some people are having green color or blue color. Understood? So usual colors are black and brown. Okay, Tarun, Sharmila, everyone get ready. Its function is to control the amount of light entering the eyes. This is achieved by muscles present in the diaphragm. When the muscles, listen, when the muscles contract, they increase the size of the pupil, thus allowing more light to enter. So in a bright room, do you need more light, or in a dark room you will need more light? In the dark room, we need more light. I hope you might have understood. Okay, so those people who have said, I hope you might have understood now. Now, eye lens we have already discussed. So, dark room, bright room comparison. Dark room. Those people who said bright light, did you analyze it? Dark room and bright room. So where I last time I'm asking this question, where I'm asking again this question, please answer this question, where the iris will be contracted. Where and when the iris will be contracted? Children, come on, answer this question. Where and when the iris will be contracted? Dark room or bright room? Bright room, the iris will be contracted. Again, iris contraction is done where? Iris contraction will be done where? Behind the cornea, there is an opaque colored diaphragm known as iris. The color depends upon the color of the color of human eye depends on the color of the iris. Okay, there is a circular hole in it known as pupil. Now the action of iris is involuntary. So when radiating fibers contract, the pupil dilates. Understood not? So these radiating fibers are exactly going to, in case more light need to enter our eye, then see, iris is deciding how much, because iris has to save your lens. You need to understand this, because again and again this confusion is coming. Then only I am explaining this part, because most of the part, children, your answers are coming very late, because you need to check, is the live button on or not. If live button is not on, that means what, you have some gaps are there. Because of that only, that gap, the answers are coming late. The light entering the eye is adapted by the pupil. Okay, the pupil dilates or contract depending upon the amount of light available. So how much light is present there, it is totally exactly important for you. Correct now? So in a very bright room, like right now, the light is very much. Okay. So what your iris will do? Will it contract or will it relax? This is what, Jotham. Will it contract or will it relax? Last time I'm asking. Will it contract or will it relax, Peter? Come on, children, you can do it. Will it contract? Will it relax? In a bright room, will it contract? Will it relax? The light entering the eye is adapted by pupil. The pupil dilates or contract depending upon the light available. Understood or not? How? Its function is to control the amount of light entering the eye. This achieved by the muscle present in the diaphragm. When the muscle contract, they increase the size of the pupil. So who is contracting? Iris muscle is getting contracted and it is increasing the size. And it will be done where? In dark room. Understood? So I want more light to enter. So iris will contract. The moment iris will contract, what it will happen? It will increase the size. That's the comparison, and that's the mistake we are doing. Okay, in bright room iris relaxes. In bright room iris is relaxing, the shutter is exactly closed so that less amount of light can be. So right now this bright room is there. Now iris is contracting or relaxed? Sarvana, iris is contracting or relaxed? Right now bright room is there. Are you putting stress in your iris? No, Miss Iris is having involuntary action. Involuntary action means it is you are not controlling it. That's the most important point. Okay. So now we will be going to the next part, because Iris already we have studied aqueous humor and vitreous humor, ciliary muscles, contraction and relaxation. Also we have done. Next class, everybody please read and come. Okay. Now ciliary muscles. How I am going to ask question? Focal length is the eye, human eye. My question is, listen very carefully and then answer my question, children. My question is, clearly understand, How ciliary muscles will get affected by suspensory ligament. So how ciliary muscles affect suspensory ligament. How ciliary muscles How ciliary muscles affect suspensory ligament. Ciliary muscles affecting suspensory ligament. Say, everyone, just check you are live or not and then start answering the question. How ciliary muscles affect suspensory ligament? Think about it and start answering. How ciliary muscles affect suspensory ligament? You might have written till now, yaar. Come on, think. Ciliary muscles affect suspensory ligament. See, contraction of ciliary muscles will exactly change suspensory ligament. Suspensory ligament will also contract and relax. Understood? And contraction and relaxation of, you need to understand that focal length of it weakens. Okay, so focal length, our lens is like this. Okay, so its focal length keeps on changing because our lens shape size is exactly changing. Understand or not? So focal length or convergence both will change according to change of size of the lens. So if lens size is changing, focal length is also. Vishwa part 1, Vishwa part 2, respond me. So focal length both. So focal length will be exactly changing because of change in the shape. Because of change in the shape. And it is exactly giving you convergence. Means you will be having convergence. Means when you see nearby object, when you see far off object, that time the convergence changes. Only not only convergence is changing, the focal length is also changed. So change in focal length will change the convergence. Yes, one Vishwa, second Vishwa, both are there. Okay, very good. Second Vishwa, I just, just now only Vishwa, I took your name and said which both Vishwa respond. One Vishwa respond from online, one Vishwa is telling yes, I'm here. So now look here. So definitely we need to understand. Switch on one fan better. No problem. That's it, finish it. Now look here, Vidya. That is what we need to understand. Okay. So when we are talking about, so similarly, when these muscles relax, they increase the focal length of the crystalline lens. So this part again is going to be understood by you people only. So the muscle settles the position of eyelids. Who? Ciliary muscles. So ciliary muscles nicely holding the eye lens. How it is holding the eye lens, Vidya? They also controls the focal length of the eye. We know now ciliary muscles are holding the eyelids upright and it is also changing the shape of the focal length. Whatever is more important, we are doing that right now. Okay. So muscles together with suspensory ligament control position of eye lens. So what they are doing when these muscles contract. Now listen very nicely. They decrease the focal length. They decrease the focal length. Contraction of ciliary muscles will decrease the focal length. Similarly, when these muscles relax, they increase the focal length. Understood or not? So contraction decrease, CD we did that now, and relaxation will increase. Understood? So its function is that alter the focal length of the crystalline lens so that the image of the object at various distance is clearly focused. So if I want to focus, we will have to keep on seeing that the change is there or not. I hope you might have understood. Huh? Contraction will increase the focal length or decrease? Just now I did. Okay, just now only 2 minutes before only I discussed. Now you are saying that. Now come on, say again. Contraction will decrease the focal length and relaxation will increase the focal length. Understood, beta? Contraction, focal length, relaxation. RI you remember now. RI. RI means relaxation will increase. Contraction will, relaxation will increase. That's what, absolutely. So I think online many people have answered. Kritika, Maha, Ranjit, these people are active right now. Anu, these names I am taking those children. After that, yellow spot and blind spot, two spots we discussed now. What is the length of the blind spot? Yellow spot, 2 mm in diameter. Understand or not? This region is exactly responsible where the image is falling. The retina is like a screen. Retina is what beta? Like a screen. Retina is what? Screen. Like in the eye, when you will be seeing what is retina? Retina is just like a screen. In that screen, you will be getting yellow spot and blind spot. What are the two parts? Yellow spot and blind spot. You see, this is yellow spot which is called as fovea, and the other part is called as, this part is called as blind spot. In blind spot, what is exactly done? The optic nerves are passing through the blind spot. So here, if any image is formed, means if any image is exactly falling here, it will not be seen. But any image is falling in yellow spot will be seen. Understood? What is the word? It is called as fovea. Now we are going to know about fovea because last class we have done till here. Correct, ma'am? So we have discussed contraction of ciliary muscles will increase the focal length or decrease the focal length. What I have discussed here, contraction of ciliary muscles will decrease the size. Decrease the size. Understood? We are going to talk about the focal length in much details. Okay? So this is what? They decrease the focal length. They decrease the focal length. So focal length keeps on changing. Now retina part already we have done this section, fovea. Now we are going to talk about fovea. It is depression in the center of macula that maintain only cones and constitutes the area of maximum visual activity. Okay, so you need to understand that yellow spot we have discussed. In that yellow spot, you will be seeing a slight depression part is there. Understood? We know that the color is one of the most important achievement a human eye or some mammals are having. Understood or not? Means what? You can track out color. That makes you very different from other organisms who are not able to differentiate color. Correct now? And this is because the cone cells. So what are the two different type of cells present? Rods and cones. Rods will make your eye sensitive to see in dark, and cones will make your eye to what you call it will ROE cones will exactly making it what? Sensible for what? Tell. Sensible for what, beta? Cones will be exactly making it visually colorful. Understood? So the color sensation will be because of cones. The color sensation will be because of what, beta? Cones. So we must remember this one. So rods and cones are there. Now we are going to talk about fovea. Is a depression in the center of macula. Depression in the center of macula, that is in the yellow spot region. Understood or not? There, what you are understanding, that contains only cones and constitute the area of maximum visual activity. So macula is what? Is a very small area at the center of retina. This is a thin layer of light sensitive tissue that lies at the back of the eye. Understood? It is a light sensitive. It is constituting what, beta? Light sensitive tissues. What it is constituting? Light sensitive tissues. What it is constituting? Light sensitive tissues. Light sensitive tissues. What it is constituting? Light sensitive tissues. Ashish, Maya. Yes, rods will be helping you to see in dark. Rods will be helping you to see in dark. Understood? Rods will be helping you to see in dark. Cones will be helping for light sensitive color. Okay. The inside surface of rear part of eyeball where the light entering the eye is focused is called as retina. Already we know about it. The surface of retina consists about 125 million light sensitive receptors. What is the amount? Can anybody tell me what is the amount? Ashish, Tarun, yes, Arun. Now please kindly check this one out. The surface of retina consists of about 125 million light sensitive receptors. How many millions? 125. Rods will be for vision. Absolutely correct. 125 million light sensitive receptors. Receptors are those who is receiving information. We have studied now. We have studied what is receptors. Receptors are those who is receiving information. Who is receiving what, beta? Informations. So receptors are exactly present. So receptors are present on retina. How much it is there? What is the amount? 125 millions. Understood? 125 millions. A good amount. Okay? For one eye. Mahalakshmi question is for one eye 125 million. Nice question. So these receptors are two types, rods and cones. Understood? For both. So for one eye it is 125 million. Okay? Now listen. So here these receptors, so the receptors of these two types are rods and cones. Where these receptors are? Retina. Understood? Which is the region? Macula. Understood? Yellow spot region. Fovea, macula. They will be exactly sensitive to what? Color and darkness. Sensitive to what? Color and darkness. So now, so these receptors are of two types. We know when light falls on these receptors, they send electrical signal to brain through optic nerve. So we have studied about the most important content there. Now, can I explain one last time, children? We have studied what and all part. We discussed that retina is there. Retina is just like a screen. Okay. On that screen, the light, the lens is exactly sending the image. Understood? So where the screen, on the screen only what is coming? Image is coming. Understood? But it is not falling on blind spot. It is coming in the yellow spot region. In that yellow spot region, what part is there? Macula. Macula is a depression and that will be full of light sensitive receptors. What are the light sensitive receptors? Rods and cones. Can you magnify the content and explain one more time? What is the magnification? First, what we discussed? Come on, say. Retina, yellow spot, fovea. Fovea is a depression. After that, macula. Macula will be what? Sensitive. What is exactly colors? And darkness. And what are the rods and cones? What are they? Rods and cones. Online children, you might have typed and sent till now. Here, offline children are exactly responding quickly. Online children, you could have sent as fast as possible. Come on. So optical axis, come on children, you could have responded as fast as possible. Come on, go for it. Optical axis we were talking about and we were talking about choroid. We were talking about, now we are going to talk about choroid and optical axis. Now choroid is what? There is a black membrane behind the retina composed of many blood vessels. So you need to understand one thing. I'm just drawing this part. See, this is the lens and this is the retina section. Understood? Now, choroid. So now it is a black membrane behind the retina. Black membrane behind the retina. So this is retina. Behind the retina, one black membrane is there. Got it? Behind the retina, what is there? Black Arohi. What happened, beta? Yes, are we understood? So black membrane behind the retina. Vishwa, good morning. Black membrane behind the retina and what they are doing, composed of many blood vessels. They are connected to what, beta? Blood vessels. So these blood vessels will be providing blood content to the retina section and lined internally with pigment cells. And it is having what, beta? It is full of pigment cells known as choroid. So these pigment cells are called as what? Choroid. What is the name of this pigment cell? It is exactly what, beta? It is called as what? Choroid. The pigment cells are called as choroid. Now what is the function? Its function is to darken the eye from inside and hence prevent any internal reflection. Are you understanding? The retina is exactly back supported by choroid pigments. Got it? So retina back support is what, beta? We have already understood. Okay? Huh? So what we have understood, the back part is what? The back part is having what? Come on, say fast. Choroid. Choroids are pigments. Choroids are what? Pigments. And they are darkening the portion of retina. And they are exactly avoiding what? Internal reflection. So if it will not be dark, what will happen? Okay, I'm going to tell from the beginning, but please remember, okay, I'm replying Xenox. Okay, one thing I am just explaining, our retina is back supported with a black membrane. What is exactly? So this is exactly the black membrane is there, and this is enriched with many blood vessels. I am telling, this is enriched with many blood vessels. Understood? So these blood vessels will exactly in between what is there? One pigment is there. This pigment is what color? Black color. Why this black color membrane is needed? So the retina is back supported by back of retina is what? Back of retina is having what? Again I am explaining this part. Back of retina is having black membrane. Understood? And it is composed of, it is connected with, composed of many blood vessels. And line internally with pigment cells. Line internally with what type of cells? Okay. So after that, what is exactly there is, and hence prevent the internal reflection. So internal reflection is prevented. Understood or not? Why internal reflection has to be prevented? So that you can see the image clearly. I hope you might have understood. So the image clear, you need to understand that image has to come clear. Multiple image formation means you won't be able to locate an object perfectly in a correct location. Correct now? For that, what you need to do? For that, you need to do only one small work, and that work has to be nothing. You can't control it. Correct now? You can't control it. What is, who is controlling it? Choroid. Who is controlling it? Choroid. It is preventing internal reflection. What is the color of the membrane? Black color. Absolutely correct. What is the color? To see the image clear. Absolutely correct, Vita. So now we are going to talk about optical axis. So what is the meaning of optical axis? Come on, children. We will talk about optical axis now. I am giving you 2 minutes of time. See, optical axis is something you need to understand that one principal axis is there. Na? Principal axis, discuss now. We already know principal axis. Where you are seeing principal axis? Very good. Some part they have written online, children. I am leaving it on you. You need to talk about principal axis. Come on, start doing it. Thank you so much. You do one thing. You study there only. Better. Now look here. Veda, good morning. Online children, again you people are sleeping. Come on, answer my question. Imaginary line, everybody knows. But how this imaginary line? The principal axis and straight focus look at object. Correct, Arohi? You try to answer the question. Very good. Now please, that is called as what axis? That is called as what axis? Optical axis, principal axis. So how many of you have? Okay, I'm getting answers. Okay, better, better. Bye bye. You studied it. A line that passes through the center of cornea and center of the lens. A line that passes through the center of cornea. Divya has given the answer. A line of what? Line that passes through the center of the cornea and the center of the lens. Okay, fine. You have given this answer. Let's check this one out. The optical axis is the most direct line through the center of cornea. So now we are going to understand it in much detail. Now let's check this one out. So this is your lens location. Okay. Now this is the cornea. Correct. And then we will be exactly making the lens like this. It will be molded nicely. Just roughly I am drawing. Correct. So rough drawing I am doing here. So now when the light is exactly entering, a base will be needed. So this is what they tell you. The optical axis is the most direct line. The optical axis is the most direct line through the center of cornea. Line through what, beta? Center of cornea. Understood? Center of cornea to the pupil and the lens and the retina. This is the line that draws sharpest focus when we look at an object. So if I want to look an object clearly, which one is helping me? Optical axis. It is passing to the center of cornea. So now listen, again one more time we are going to say, because if anybody will ask us these questions, we will not get confused. So principal axis we were talking, whenever you are putting any lens or mirror, you might have seen that there is a principal axis on which you are just placing the lens and the mirror. Understood or not? But here we are not using the word principal axis. Rather than using the word principal axis, what word we have used? We could have said principal axis, na? Correct? Because we are using lens. But we are not using that. Understood not? We are not using that word. What word we are using here is optical axis. What word we are using here is optical axis. Come on, online children, come on, start answering my question. And that part is exactly considered as what? Optical axis. Now let's check this one out. The optical axis is the most direct line through the center of cornea to the pupil, the lens and the retina. So one center line we are drawing, that center line will be exactly called as what beta? Optical axis. Understood? So vision is there, optical part is there, so vision is there. Because vision is there, so only that axis we are aligning and writing it as optical axis. The center line is called as what? Optical axis. Again say, the center line is called as what beta? Optical axis. The center line is called as optical axis. So this is the line that draws sharpest focus when we look at an object. So whenever we want to look at an object, this optical center, this line will be exactly sharpest focus will be given by it. I hope you might have understood this part. Optical axis, absolutely correct. Online children, come on, start typing. Very good, Vishwa. So optical axis, everybody understood? Come on, we will do one small one. However, this line intersects the retina below the fovea, and it is not the most light and color sensitive image. Understood? That will not be the most light and color sensitive, because fovea we learned, fovea whenever light will be exactly falling on it, it will be giving the light sensitive image. Correct now? Fovea part will be giving what? Light sensitive image. But this optical part is not the light, it is not giving the light sensitive image. Not clear part. Okay. I hope everybody understood. Ashish ready? Snachin, get ready for answering the questions, please. Now we got it? Understood? Check optical axis. Done? Now, after understanding, after seeing the drawing, is it okay? So, visual axis is this, optical axis is this one. Got it? So, optical axis, are we getting a very clear image? Visual axis, we are getting it. Okay? Now, is it clear, beta? Just check this one out. Because we must be understanding in a slow pace, and but we must understand fully. So, we learned about what? Iris, we learned about pupil. We learned about ciliary muscles and suspensory ligament, and you know what, we learned about focal length also. Okay, what is the answer? Come on, get ready for the questions, please. My question again, I'm starting the question. Ciliary muscles contraction will decrease focal length. Am I true or false? Ciliary muscles contraction will decrease focal length. Come on, go for it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Ashwika is the one who has given the answer first, then Mahalakshmi, then Jasmita, then Sarmila, then Sophie, then Kritika, then Divya, then Himanshu, and then Satya, Vishwa, Arohi, Sachin, true, Krish, true, Kavya, Anu, Satya, everybody is telling it is as true. Very good, Vita. So that means what? These are the small things. So Himanshu, hello Himanshu. So I hope you might have understood till here, Vita. Now we will go for the next part. For small questions, we are going to discuss gray color jelly-like fluid is called as gray color jelly-like fluid. Don't check. Gray color jelly-like fluid, which is dense. Gray color jelly-like. Come on, still now I'm getting true false. Vitreous humor. First answer was given by Kavya. Here, first answer is given by Govind. Govind correct. So gray color vitreous humor is there. Anterior or posterior? Posterior. Anterior or posterior? Posterior. Posterior means internal part. Anterior and 6 o'clock beta. Anterior or posterior? What is the answer? Posterior. Very good. Super. So now we will go for the next part. One more question. Can I? Light sensitive cells are light sensitive cells are rods and cones. Understood. Light sensitive cells are lots. One will be exactly helping to see in dark and another one will be giving color. Got it. Super. Super, super. Very good. Which one has done one small thing? He is writing C and R. Now construction. We'll be talking about the construction of the eye. Come on, get ready everyone. Children. Okay. Sachin, cones and rods. Absolutely correct. So the eye is nearly spherical in shape. We have seen that first part. I'm just underlining. You people are going to explain to it. My work over because from past 2-3 classes I am only saying. Now you people are going to say. Eye is nearly spherical in shape. Will the shape of the eye can change? You said true and false. सिलेबस मोस्टली बेटा हम लोगों ने पहले खत्म कर दिया है. Most of the chapters we have covered already. Come on, Himanshu. The shape of eyeball can change. Who can say yes or true? True or false? Come on, yaar. खत्म. हाँ, किया रे. बहुत सारे chapters complete हो गए. False? No? No? Beta, you understand one thing. See, normal position of the eyeball, if the eyeball will become little bit elongated or it will become short, then only hypermetropia and myopia defects are coming. Correct now? The change of the eyeball will definitely little bit change means the image will not fall in retina or the image will fall before retina or after retina, and this is actually making what it is a type of defect. It is a type of defect. So aqueous humor, vitreous humor, the fluid which is present inside will exactly keep on changing the eyeball shape, and changing the eyeball shape will change the vision. Understood or not? Changing the eyeball shape will change the vision. Now let's talk about this. So eye is nearly spherical in shape, having diameter of about, what is the diameter? 25 mm. That is 1 inch. The wall of eyeball consists of two major layers. The outer layer is exactly known as sclerotic layer, which we have already studied. Sclerotic we have discussed, the white color layer. Correct? It is made with tissues, heart tissues are there. That part we have already studied. After that, it is tough, opaque, white substance. It forms the white of the eye. Already discussed. Correct? So now, the front of this coating of forms a curved section. Cornea, we already studied. The cornea protects the eye. It is also called as window to the world because whatever light are entering, it is entering through cornea. After that, reflection of light will be taking place. Most of the reflection of light will be taking place through cornea. The second layer, also called as inner layer, is choroid. Already we discussed. Choroid will be doing what? Black color membrane will be present. What it will be doing? It will not allow more internal reflections. Just now we discussed. It will not allow internal reflections. It will not allow what, beta? Internal reflections. We discussed it and thoroughly we discussed. Playing a wheeler. It is black to prevent the internal reflection and protect the light sensitive part of the eye. Correct only now. Multiple reflections inside means, is it good for the eye? No, it is not good for eye. So it prevents internal reflection. Absolutely correct, beta. It will not allow internal reflection. All of you have given the answer. Absolutely. Now we are going to talk about rods and cones. Already we discussed. Come on. Before itself we discussed. Now rods, the cells of retina are of two shapes: rod shape and cone shape. The rod cells of our retina respond to intensity of light. So intensity of light, we talk on light sensitive cells. What word we have given? How many light sensitive cells are there?
125.
Absolute. How many light sensitive cells are there? Online children. How many light sensitive cells are there? Hello, Didi. Thank you, beta. Thank you for calling me, Didi. 125 millions. Absolutely correct. How much it is there? 125 million. Some are only answering decimal system. You know that. Now look at the cells of retina are of two shapes, rod shape and cone shape. The rod shapes are responding to intensity of light. Oh, this is page over. We'll go for the next page then. Huh? Yes. यस बेटा मैं क्लास ही पढ़ा रही हूँ अभी yellow spot already did blind spot Chennai yellow spot blind spot is what okay can we compare yellow spot and blind spot okay blind spot sorry blind spot and yellow spot but both the things are present where
Yes.
Chennai yes come on please not I talked to Himanshu for some time not to you all Chennai is not the answer where is the blind spot and yellow spot located not in Chennai inside I am discussing about thank you Peter now come on say where it is located yeah oh online children we can see image answer yeah yellow spot only we can see the image that's what but where it is located yellow spot and blind spot where you they are present okay first answer I got Arohi then Maha oh okay, all people are talking about retina. The most sensitive point on the retina is most sensitive point on retina. So blind spot and yellow spot is located where? Retina. Understood? The screen is called as retina, and this screen will have what spots, beta? Yellow spot, blind spot. Correct? So yellow spot for your memory. I am just drawing this one. So beta, let's check this one out. Those who are having confusion, this is retina and in this part the yellow spot will be there and blind spot will be there. Understood? Y and B will be there. From blind spot all the optical nerves are going and yellow spot will be exactly helping for vision. I hope you might have understood yellow spot and blind spot. Got it beta? Now is it okay? Now is it clear? So now yellow spot. It is situated at the center of the retina and it is slightly raised. It has a little depression called fovea. We discussed about fovea, little depression, fovea centralis, which is extremely sensitive to light. We already discussed macula, we discussed fovea, we discussed yellow spot, we discussed. Yellow spot is having what? Fovea. Understood or not? Yellow spot is having what? Yeah, again, the depression is called as fovea centralis, and it is exactly extremely sensitive to light. And its function is to form an extremely clear image. Its function is to form what? Extremely clear image. Now, is it crystal clear? Correct now? We discussed already roughly in the previous section. Now, we have a clear image that fovea, yellow spot, macula. What are they? Fovea, yellow spot, macula. They are what? Image is exactly formed on retina. Retina is having how many spots? What are the spots?
Yellow spot, white spot.
Yellow spot is having what? Fovea. Yellow spot is having fovea centralis. Understood? What is the verb? It is little depression called fovea centralis. It is extremely sensitive to light. Its function is to form extremely clear image. Its function is to form what beta? Extremely clear image. Its function is to form extremely clear image. Understood children? Its function is to form extremely clear image. Till here understood? Now next comes the blind spot. The least sensitive point is known as blind spot. Will there be any image formation? No. So there are no rods and cones at that point where optic nerve leaves the eyeball to go to the brain. We know now that, see, there is a small story I am telling you. The light is exactly entering. Understood? So cornea allows the light to enter. It is falling on lens. The lens will converge it and give to retina. The retina is having yellow spot, correct? Yellow spot are light sensitive. Yellow spots are light sensitive. And these yellow spot will exactly do what? The image will be formed there. After the image formation, the image has to reach the brain now. The image has to reach the brain. So what will happen? The image will get converted into electrical impulses. Understood or not? So electrical impulses. What the image will get converted into? Electrical impulses. So these electrical impulses need some transmission now. Image got converted into electrical impulse, but it needs transmission. Transmission means it should be transported to brain. It should be transported where, beta? It should, see, Imanshu, what content I am explaining? Again, I am explaining. Cornea, transparent. Light is entering through cornea. Okay, light is entering through cornea. Cornea is transparent. Light is entering through cornea. So now just take this one out. Cornea, transparent. Light is entering through cornea. Lens will converge the light, and exactly image will be obtained here. Understood? So now the image obtained here in yellow spot, what it will do? It will get converted into electrical impulses. It will get converted into what, beta? Electrical impulses. But these electrical impulses, the receptors are receiving these electrical impulses. But these electrical impulses should go to brain now. Then only you will be able to identify this is this book, this is that book. Means vision is possible. Vision, this image formation is there, but image has to be transported. Image has to be transported. Image has to be done what? Transported. Now image is transported. So once the image is transported via optical nerve. The cable wire. Just understand like that. Wire is whatever wire is bringing current now. In the same way, the optical nerves will be carrying this electrical impulses. And from which region they will be taking it out? Blind spot. Blind spot. Understood? So blind spot will take out all the electrical, what you call, optic nerves are coming out through blind spot, and the what image will be coming out as what? Electrical impulses. Understood? So it will get converted into electrical impulses. Is it crystal clear, children? Come on, say yes or no. Come on, give me this. Understood now? Is it clear, beta? Is it clear, everyone? Blind spot and yellow spot. Light sensitive. Blind spot or yellow spot? Light sensitive. Yellow spot. Taking the image out. Blind spot. Will there be any image formation in blind spot? No. Which one is consisting of light sensitive cells? Yellow spot or blind spot? Yellow spot. Very good. Which is having fovea? Which is having macula? Okay. Retina is consisting of how many type of spots? 2 spots. Very good. Start answering. You should not wait. You should keep on answering. So this is exactly the most important point to remember. So optic nerve leaves the eyeball to go to the brain. Optic nerve leaves the eyeball to go where? To go to the brain. And what it is bringing, beta? Electrical impulses. What it is bringing? Electrical impulses. Color perception of animals. Our next topic is color perception of animals. See, listen one thing nicely. Color perception of animals means what? Animals, we are also animals now. But we are categorized. Different type of animals can see color differently. Correct now? Color differently. I am using the word color differently. Children, I am using the word color differently. That's a big thing. Correct? Ashish, hi. So different animals have different color perception due to different structure of rod-shaped cells and cone-shaped cells. Are you understanding? You might have seen that. You might have seen that one very important thing, everyone. Please remember this, but you might have seen that some animals, their eyes are glowing. Did you notice it? Most of the animals like dogs you will see in night, cats you will see, rabbits you will see, lion, tiger, you will be seeing these type of animals. Their eye will be exactly what glowing in night, na? So they are having what bulb? Natural bulb? No, they have some specific thing related to it. We'll discuss about it. Okay. Now look here, beta. So different animals have different color perception due to different structure of rod shaped cells and cone shaped cells. For example, bees have some cone shaped cells that are sensitive to ultraviolet. Underline and note on this. This PDF will be available to you in your group. This PDF will be available to all the students of Trikalkuntram, Anupuram and online children. Okay. So whatever we are discussing, that videos will be, that what you call notes will be available. But beta bees are what? What they are having? Come on, say. Ashish, now you are responding. So different animals have different color perception due to different structure of rod shape. So bees can have what? Cone shaped cells are present, and that will make them sensitive to ultraviolet. Therefore, bees can see object in ultraviolet light and can perceive color which we cannot. Are you understanding? So bees can perceive color which we cannot. So what? Where they can see? Ultraviolet region. Understood? And we are seeing in visible range. Our range is visible range. Bees are having which range? Ultraviolet. That day I discussed now that light will be exactly having three ranges: infra, ultra, visible. What are they? Three: infra, ultra, and visible. Bees are seeing in which one? Ultra. We are seeing in which one? Visible. Understood? Bees are seeing in ultra and we are seeing in visible range. So bees are more sensitive. Understood? Now, human being cannot see in ultraviolet light as their retina does not have cone-shaped cells that are sensitive to ultraviolet. But bees can see because they are sensitive to what? Ultraviolet. Did you understand a very important thing? You can ask this question. Many people they are not knowing. So the retina of chicks have mostly cone-shaped cells and only a few rod-shaped cells. As rod-shaped cells are sensitive to bright light, only chicks wake up with sunrise and sleeps at sunset. You might have seen now the chicks will be morning. You might have heard that cocks are there, chicks are there. They'll be exactly making sound. Understood? Or not? Why? Because they have got more number of cones. So they can be differentiating color, but they cannot be seen in night. Understood? So morning when the sunrise will be there, they'll wake up. When the sunset will be there, they'll sleep because they can't see. So if they can't see means nothing to awake. Correct? But they can see in see. Don't think that only sunlight will make them sleep. What you might be seeing that is their natural behavior. Correct, na? That is what their natural behavior. But beta, if a bulb is on, that time the cells will be sensitive, and that times they have to be awakened. Are you understanding? So that is most important thing. Ashish, everybody, please remember this part. So now visual impairment means that the eye does not work properly. It occurs when any part of the eye involved in transmission of light like cornea, pupil, eyelids, vitreous humor, or conversion of light into electrical impulses or carrying impulses to the brain is damaged. Are you understanding the word? What is the word, beta? What is the word, beta? The word is visual impairment. Understood? So, if any small defect is coming in vitreous humor, pupil, lens, or what you call retina, what will happen? Will the person be able to see? No. Just now we discussed now if the amount of fluid, aqueous humor and vitreous humor present inside the eyeball, if they will change, if the amount will change, what it will do? It will change the eyeball. So the image will not be clearly formed in retina, and then again the person will have defect. That time what you are wearing? You are wearing specs to maintain and to rectify the retina. Now you are understanding or not? So if change in eyeball shape, so because of that only, the fluid that is present, it keeps on changing the eyeball shape. I hope everybody understood this one. So next class, we are going to study about our next content. Next class, we are going to study about what happened when we enter a dim light room from bright light room region. Because till now we have discussed most of the content. We were just talking about iris and pupil. Now we will be taking the examples where we are going to understand what and all things are happening when you are entering from dim room to bright room. That how the retina is exactly, sorry, how that iris and pupil size, shape and will changing. Got it? So how was the class today? Did you understood difference between yellow spot and black spot?
Light sensitive.
Who is light sensitive
Yellow spot.
and which is having optical nerves?
Light spot.
Okay, macula.
Yellow spot.
And what is the work? It is consisting of very important light sensitive cells. Macula is consisting of very important light sensitive cells. Most of the students. Okay. Bye everyone. So next class I will first ask questions.